Hi friends, welcome to Android series. In previous section I explained about the button functionality and how activity will be there and how intents are used. Like we saw already types of intents, implicit intent, explicit intent, what is the advantage of the intents, why we are using, and activity communication also. We already covered those topics. So today we'll see activity lifecycle. So basically if you open any screen, if you pause, if you kill the application, if you click on the back button, what exactly will happen, which callback methods will be called. So today we are going to discuss this part. Okay, so let me quickly create a project, start new Android project, click on empty activity. I'm creating here activity life cycle. Okay, click finish. So your project is going to be created. Okay, so we no need to change any layout file functionality now. So before going to that, let me open the Chrome. I will show you some diagram. Android activity lifecycle. Click on developer.android.com, first website. If you go down here, this is the documentation. They are giving this diagram. Sorry, where it is? Yes, see, if you open your hello world, exactly how many callback methods is happening internally. Okay, so activity is launched. Okay, whenever you call on create method, you know this is the first method going to be called. This is one of the callback method. After on create, if your app is open, in the middle we have a on start and on resume. These three methods are the callback methods. Once your activity is running, if you click on the home button, either back button, either minimize, if you do any action, if you do back button, app will be a destroy. If you do minimize the application, it will call on pause and on stop. Okay, I hope you are clear. If you open again the app, which callback methods, why? Because on create only calls one time only. Then if you implement the on restart, from on restart to on start, again the flow will be continue the same. Okay, we'll implement through the logger statements. We will implement how I can do, just import by using log t. If you do here, tag will be created automatically. So we have a on create method anyway. So what I will do, I will use log debug. Okay, so on create method, and which methods we have still, if you see on start method, you no need to do anything. If you type onsta, if you write or if you click enter, it will be get automatically. Okay, that is on start method. And still we have which methods, on resume we have on resume. Sorry, this is on restart. This method will be add later. Okay, okay, we'll keep it, no issues. On resume. Okay, these three methods callback methods, and we have one more method, what, on pause method, and we have on start, sorry, and which methods we have, on stop method we have. This is on stop, and one more on destroy. Okay, these are all callback methods. What I will do, I will write some log statement, log debug. The method will be created automatically. Log d on resume. I am not using right now restart. I will add another part. Once you know the callback methods, then we'll go for the next. On debug and on destroy, I will use a log e error I will write. Okay, anything is fine, you can use the debug. So this is your activity. So what I will do, I will run my application now. Click, and my application is running now. So it's, so what I will do, on log catch, I will write here. Still your application is not launched. Whenever your application is launched, you can observe in the log statements. See, whenever what happened, main activity is stopped and restarted. Let me run again. I'm starting the application. If you see here, on create, on start, on resume. These three methods by default is called. Okay, now what I will do, I will click the back button. What happen is on pause, on stop, on destroy. Why? Because it I kept as a red error, right? That's why it is showing in this color, on destroy. What I will do now, clear. Again I'm running the application. So multiple scenarios I'm showing. Now if you click on middle button, click the home button, what happening, on destroy method is not called this time, only on pause and on stop. What I will do, click here and open here, see, on start, on resume, these two methods is called. I hope you guys are clear, and will enable on restart also now. Okay, log D, on restart method. Okay, if you again, if I start, initially it won't call. If you observe now, which methods will be called, you can observe now. Now restart method is enabled. If you are able to see, restart method now it is not called, only on create, on start, on resume. What I will do, I will minimize the application. What happened, on pause and on stop. When I open, this time it will call on restart. Why? Because if you want to add any data, if you do any screen orientation, then if you any content is there, it will fetch automatically. I will explain that part in the next session. So I hope you guys are clear about life cycle methods. Okay, so maybe if this is one part, if I will change my screen, what will happen now? Okay, right now on resume is called, right? I will change my screen now. Okay, just observe here. If you see here in the log statement, your activity is destroyed and again new activity is created, on create, on start, on resume. If suppose any text data is there, then what will happen? Okay, let me, okay, if I again keeping in the landscape mode, if you see here again activity is destroyed and again activity is open. I hope you guys are clear. Now what I will do, I will create one activity text box. This is a text view. I will, okay, sorry, not text view, edit text I will take this time. Remove this one, this is not required as of now for me. Go and click delete. Plain text I'm taking now. So I'm applying the magic constraints, make it as a match constraint and match parent. So you can make it as a, okay, anything is fine, that's doesn't matter now. Now I will run my application. Let me open my logger statements also. Log catch, and already default is there. Okay, now what I will do, you given as a Java Express, I'm given. Okay, now screen orientation, you are able to see still your Java Express is there. How it will be there? Because of the callback methods. Inside the callbacks, by default it will store your data in a bundle object. That's why callback methods are very important. Suppose if I don't override also, what will happen? Okay, now what I will do, all methods I will delete it. When I click log catch, I'm again running my application now. So again on create, on start, on destroy. Right now on create is there. Okay, and now I will write some name here, Java. I'm given as a Java. Okay, so I'm doing screen orientation now. See, nothing is there, nothing is happening. Just the why the callback methods, exactly what callback methods is working to show that part. Just I've override the all the methods. Okay, how it is happening, your activity is created again creating if you do the screen orientation also. So if you want to restrict screen orientation, okay, I need only the portrait, I don't want in the landscape, then you can restrict those type of things. We'll see those things in the next session. Thank you guys.